Hi everyone, we are going to start Cambridge IGCSE investigation paper 5 for October November 2025. The subject is Cambridge International Mathematics with 40607/5 and this is the variant 1. Let's move to the question number 1. This is the investigation section for the square rings. In this investigation, you will work with the number along the inside edges of two squares drawn on the number grid of width 10. The diagram shows a 10 by 10 grid with the number 1 to 100. This is a 10 by 10 grid with the width of 10 and the number in this grid is 1 to 100. On the grid are 4 by 4 square surrounded by 2 by 2 square. This is a 2 by 2 which is surrounded by the 4 by 4 square. The shaded square form a 4 by 4 square ring. Yes, this is a 4 by 4 square ring. The square ring is always a square thick. So thickness of this shaded square is 1 square. The ring value is worked out in this way. There is a way to find the ring value, which is step 1. Add the number along the inside edges of the large square to get L. Step 2. Add the number along the inside edges of the small square to get S. Step 3. Calculate L minus S, that is the ring value. Okay, we need to add the numbers in the large square, which is L, and after that we will subtract the numbers, sum of the numbers in the small square. For example, this is the large square. We will add these number, and when we add these number we will get L. Similarly, when we add this small numbers or small square number, then we will get this one is S, and when we find L minus S we will get ring value. Okay, this is a simple procedure. Now example 1, step 1. L is equal to, for the given square, L is for the given shaded square, this is the large square, and when we add these number we will get the L, this one. Okay, similarly when we add the number in the small square, this one, so when we add these number we will get S, that is 14, then 15, then 24, then 25. These are. After finding L and S, we will plug in the ring value formula and we will get ring value, which is L minus S. 4 by 4 square ring. This example show the square ring 3. This is because 3 is in the top left number in the ring. As this is a 4 by 4 with the ring 3, because 3 is on the top left corner of this shaded square. Okay, so square ring 2, so the square will start from here. Find the square ring 1, so it will be start from here. Similarly, if anyone says that square ring 66, so it will be start from here. Work out the ring value for the square ring in the example. Okay, this is the example. When we add 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 16 plus 26 plus 36 plus 35 plus 34 plus 33 plus 23 plus 13 is equals to L, and this one is 234. Okay, so this L is the sum of these values, which is the shaded square or the larger square. I will call L as a sum of the large square, and I will call S as a sum of the small square. And in this case, it's small square, this one, and the values when we add 14 plus 15 plus 25 plus 24 is equals to S, which is equals to the 78. So this one is 78, and the ring value in this case, L minus S, which is equals to 234 minus 78, and this one is equals to 156. Okay, part B. Work out the ring value for the square ring 1, which has 1 in the top left corner. You may use this grid to help you. This is a 4 by 4, so we have the 4 by 4 with square ring 1. It means we will consider the square with left corner value 1. Top left corner value is 1. This is 4 by 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I will add here 1, 2, 3, 4. Then 11 to 14, 21 to 24, 31 to 34. 11 to 14, 21 to 24, then 31 to 34. Okay, we need to find the ring value, and we know that L in this case is the sum of the large square, this one, which is equals to the 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 14 plus 24 plus 34 plus 33 plus 32 plus 31 plus 21 plus 11. So in this case, L is equals to, when we add these value, we will get 210. Similarly, we need to find the value of S, which is the sum of the small square. So in this case, sum of the small square S is equals to the 12 plus 13 plus 22 plus 23. When we add them, we will have 70. So this one is equals to 70. And the ring value in this case is equals to the L minus S, and in this case L is 210 minus S, which is 70, and this one is equals to 140. So this one is 140. Part C, complete this table using part A and part B, and any pattern you to notice. Part B, in which square ring is 1 because top left corner is 1. So in this case L was 210, and the S, which is the sum of the small square, which was 70, and their difference was 140. And from part A we just calculated the square ring 3, which has the L 234 and the S is 70, 234 and 70, 234 and 78. Okay, and the ring value was 156. This is 156. Now we need to complete this table. N is 4 means square ring 4 means square having top left corner 4. From here, this one, this one, this one, this one is a 4 by 4 square with the ring 4. Okay, by using this square we can find L and S and then ring value. This is a method. We have another method. For example, if you see the pattern in the L with respect to N, when N increase 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 2 to 4, L increase from 210 to 222, difference is 12. From 222 to 234, difference is 12. 234 to 246, difference is 12. So it will be, when we add 12 in 246, we will get 8, and this one will be 5, and this one is 258. So the ring value with N is equal to 5 is 256. Similarly, when we observe the value of S with respect to N, when N is 1 we have 70, when N is equal to 2 we have 74, when N is equal to 3 we have the 78. So there is an increment of 4. When we add 4 to the 78, we will get 82. When we add 4 to the 82, we will get 86. Now, ring value will also have the sum pattern. For example, from 140 to 148, then 148 to 156. So there is a difference of 8. So when we add 8 to 164, we get 172. Okay, we have completed the table. Now let's move to the part D. The expression for the ring value is Gn plus 132. Find the value of G and write down the expression. So we have the expression for ring value, which is Gn plus 132. For the value of n is equal to 1, we have the ring value, which is 140. So it's mean when n is equals to 1, ring value is 140. So Gn plus 132 is equals to 140 when n is equals to 1. So plugging value of n, we will have G times 1 equals to 140. When we switch 132 on the right side, it will be negative. So this one is 8. So we have G is equal to 8. So this is the value of g. We can confirm it by using same expression for the value of n2. For example, g n plus 132 is equal to 148 when n is equal to 2. G is 8, so 8 times 2 is plus 132 is 148. So 16 plus 132 is 148 is equal to 148. So it's confirmed that g is equals to 8. And the expression is 8n plus 132. Okay. Part E. Meena draws a 4 by 4 square ring on the 10 by 10 grid. Meena square ring has the largest possible ring value. Find the ring value. From this table, we observe that when we increase the value of n from 1 to 5, means we have increased value of n from here to here, ring value increase. So it's mean when we go towards right side, it will also increase. When we go towards downside, we will also increase. So the maximum value we can achieve near to 100. If we take this square, we will have the maximum or largest possible ring value. Because when we increase the value of n towards downward or towards right side, the ring value will always increase. So this is the last 4 by 4 square we can achieve, for which we will have the maximum ring value and maximum n value, top leftmost value of the square. So we can say that in this case n is equals to the 67. And using this formula expression of ring value, we can find the ring value. So ring value is equals to 8n plus 132. Plugging value of n, which is 67, we will have 8 times 67 plus 132, and this one is equals to the 668. So largest possible ring value for the 10 by 10 grid is 668. Question number 2. 6 by 6 square ring. The grid continues downward beyond the 100 number. When we have the 100 number, we have 10 by 10. This is beyond the 100. It means it is keep moving, and we don't know the exact length of the grid. We just know that it is 10 by something. It can be 1000, 2000, or 100 maybe. So it means we will not consider that we have only 10 by 10. It can be 10 by something. A 6 by 6 square surrounded by 4 by 4 square. Okay, this one is 6 by 6 and this one is the 4 by 4. Okay, the square ring has the width 6. So when we have the 6 by 6, so we will call width 6. Part A. Complete the working to find the ring value for square ring 1. This is a square ring 1 with the width of 6. So when we add the sum of the values of large square, which are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, then 16, 26, 36, 46, 56, then 55, 54, 53, 52, 51, then 41, 31, 21, 11. So these are the sum of the values of the large square, and when we add them, we will get 570. Now S is the sum of the values of the small square, which I shaded in yellow. So when we add them, 12 plus 13 plus 14 plus 15, then 25, 35, 45, 44, 43, 42, then 32 and 22. When we add them, we will have 342. And this one is the S, which is the sum of the values of small square. So we will write it 342. And the ring value, we know that is L minus S. So L minus S is equals to the, this one is L, which is 570 minus 342. This one is equals to the 228, because this one is 228. Okay. Now complete the table. We just calculated the square ring 1 for the 6 by 6. This one is a top left corner is 1, so this one is n is equal to 1, and for which we get the L value, which is 570, and we just calculated the value of S, which is 342, and the difference was 228. For the value of n is equal to 2, we have the L, which is 590. Ring value is given, which is RV, which is given is 236, and this ring value is equals to L minus S is equals to 236, and L is given, which is 590. 590 minus S is equal to 236. Switching, we will have 590 minus 236 equals to S. S is equal to 354. So this one is 354. Similarly, when n is equal to 3, we have the L, which is 610, and we have the S, which is 366. So we can find the ring value by subtracting S from the L. So in this case, ring value is equal to 610 minus 366. So this one is equal to 244. Now, you can observe that there is a pattern in the value of L. 570, then 590, then 610. So there is an increment of 20. Now, when we observe these three values, when first value is 342, then 354, then 366. So we can observe that there is a difference of 12. So when we add 12 to the 366, we will have this one is 378. When we add 12 here, we will get 0 and 1 carry and 9 and 390. Similarly, there should be some pattern for the ring values. For example, 228, then 236, then 244. There is a difference of 12. No, there is a difference of 8. When we add to 228, we get 236. When we add 8 to the 236, we get 244. So when we add 8 to 244, we will get 252. And when we add 8 to 252, we get 260. In this way, you can complete the table. Now let's move to the part C. Find the expression in terms of n for the ring value. From the table, we can observe that when we have n is equal to 1, we have ring value is equals to the 228. When n is 2, we have ring value equals to the 236. So there is a similar expression like this one. So we can say that Gn plus k equals to the ring value. This is a general expression for the ring value. And in this case, when we have the n is equal to 1, so G times 1 plus k is equals to ring value of 1 is 228. Similarly, when n is equal to 2, we have G times 2 plus k equals to the 236. So we have G plus k equals to 228, and we have the 2G plus k equals to 236. Subtracting, we will have k will be cancelled out, and we will have G is equal to 8. So in this case, G is 8. Plugging this G value in this equation, we will get the value of k. So G plus k is equals to 228. When we plug G is equal to 8, so we will have k is equals to 228 minus G, which is 8, and this one is equals to 220. So general equation, this one is equals to the ring value is equals to Gn, means 8 times n, 8 times n plus k, which is 220. So this is the expression for the ring value, which is 8n plus 220. Explain why moving the square ring 1 square to the right increase the value in column L by 20. We just observed that there's an increase of 20. So why increasing by 20? When we have this square, when the yellow square move to the blue square, when we increase the value of n by 1, the each box value increase by 1, and we have the 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20. So we have the 20 values in the square, so each will shift on the right side. It's mean each value will increase by 1. So we can say that there are 20 square in L. Each increase by 1 if we increase n by 1. Okay, when we increase n from 1 to 2, so combinedly there is increase of 20. Find the ring value for square ring 45. Okay, we have the 45, this one. Okay, I just need to erase them. Square ring 45, this one, and from here 1 2 3 4 5 6 here, and then 1 2 3 4 5 6 up to 6. 1 2 3 4 5 6. This one. This is a square with the ring 45. Find the ring value for the square ring 45. So in this case n is 45, and we know that square ring value is equals to 8n plus we just calculated, which was 220. So when we plug n is equal to 45, we have n 8 times 45 plus 220, and this one is equals to the 580. So we have 580. Okay. The square ring has the ring value of 1028. So ring value is 1028. Find the number in the bottom right square of this square ring. We need to find the number in the bottom right square of this square ring. Okay. First we find the n, and we know that ring value is equal to 1028, and this one is equal to 8n plus 220. So 8n is equal to 1028 minus, when we switch 220 on the left side, so we will have 808. So 8n is equals to 808, and in this case n is equals to 101. The square which has the ring value 1028 will have the top left corner is 101. For example, this is a 6 by 6, and this one will be left top corner which has a value of 101. This one is the left top left, sorry, top left corner. We need to find the bottom right. So this one is the bottom right. We need to find this value. Now when we have any value here, when we move towards right side, it increase by 1. So it's mean this one increase by 1, and it will be 106. Okay. And towards downward, it increase by 10. 6 16 26 36. So this one will be 116, then 126, then 136, then 146, then 156. So the bottom right square will have the value of 156. Question number 3, W by W square ring. Okay, the width of square ring is W. In question number 2, the width was 6. In question number 1, the width was 4. Okay. For the square ring in question number, width was 4. For the square ring in question 2, width was 6. For the W by W square ring, an expression for the ring value is 8n plus kW minus k. For the 8 by 8 square ring, the expression for the ring value is 8n plus 308. When we have the width of 4, the expression was 8n plus 132. And when width was 6, the expression was this one, 8n plus 220. And it is given that for 8 by 8, the ring value expression is, when width is 8, the ring value expression is 8n plus 308. Okay. Find the value of k. Write down the expression in terms of n and w for the ring value of a W by W square ring. Okay, it is given that 8n plus kW minus k is the expression for the W width. For W is equal to 8, we have the expression that is 8n plus 308. So when we plug here W is equal to 8, we get 8n plus 8k minus k is equals to this value, 8n plus 308. So 8n will be cancelled out, and we will have 8k minus k is equals to 308. 8k minus k is 7k, and this one is equals to 308. So k is equals to 308 over 7 and this one is equals to 44. Now, so the expression for the k width is 8n plus kw minus k and this one is equals to 8n plus 44w minus 44. So k is 44 and the expression is 8n plus 44w minus 44. We can double check by using this expression. For example, we have the expression 8n plus 44w minus 44. So when width is 4, it should be 8n plus 32. So when width is 4, this one is 8n plus 44 times 4 minus 44 and this one is equals to the 8n plus 44 times 4 176 minus 44, this one is equals to 132. So check that this one is also the 8n plus 132. So this expression is right. Square ring 71 has the ring value of 832. So we have the ring value which is 832 and the n in this case is 71. Okay, we need to find the value of width. Find the width of the this square ring. Expression for the ring value for the expression is equals to 8 and plus 44 width minus 44. Now plugging these values we will have 832 is equals to 8 times n which is 8 times 71 plus 44 w minus 44. So this one is 832 is equals to 568 plus 44 w minus 44. So this one is 832 is equals to 568 minus 44 is 524 plus 44w. So we have 44w equals to 832 minus 524. So we have 44w is equals to 308. So we have width is equal to 308 over 44 which is equals to 7. So 7 by 7 square with the square ring 71 has the ring value of 832. This one is 7. Part B. In a diagram, a 6 by 6 square ring surrounded by the 4 by 4 square ring. Okay. This one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This one is 6 by 6. And this one is 4 by 4. The 4 by 4 square ring has the ring value of 1300. This one is the square value of 4 by 4. Find the difference between ring values of these two square rings. We have the square ring 4 for width of 4. We have the square ring value 4 is equals to the 1300. First we find the value of n in this case. Okay, this is the expression for the 4 by 4 which is 8n plus 132. RV4 is equals to 8n plus 132. We also need the square ring for the 6 by 6. So square value 6 is equals to 8n plus 220. This is the ring value for the 6 by 6. This is the ring value for the 4 by 4. We already given the square ring value of 4 by 4 which is 1300. So 8n plus 132 is equals to 1300. So 8n is equals to 1300 minus 132 and this one is equals to the 1168 and in this case n is equals to 1168 over 8. So this one is 146. So in this case n is 146. This is top left corner for the 4 by 4. This value is 146 which is the top left corner of the 4 by 4. What will be the top left corner of 6 by 6 which is n dash, because this value we need to find the value of 6 by 6 square ring value. We have the 4 by 4, this one, and this value is n, and we need to find the n dash which is the top left corner of the 6 by 6. You can see that difference in these two values is of 11. So this value should be 11 less than the value in the top left corner of 4 by 4. So n dash is equals to the n minus 12 or 11. So this value is 11 less to this value. We just calculated the n, which is 146 minus 11, and this one is equal to 135, which is n dash. Using this value, top left corner of 6 by 6, and we can use this expression to find the value of ring value. So ring value 6 is equal to 8 times n dash plus 220. So 8 times 135 plus 220. So ring value 6 equals to the 1080 plus 220, and this one is also equals to 130. We have the ring value of 4 by 4 and we have the ring value of 6 by 6. We need to find the difference between the ring value of these two square. So difference is equals to the ring value of 6 minus ring value of 4, and both are 1300. So this one is equal to 0. So we can say that this one is 0 or 0. Thank you very much for watching my videos, and please subscribe and share with your friends.